what was the most challenging rock star you worked with?
Oh,
because up to now, it to me it sounded like you had a lot of fun, but I think that this is only the good side. I think there might have been some more challenging duties for you.
Well, there's really only been one, actually, which is featured in my book. Let me see if I can find it. I always forget, like, my memory is so bad, like, I should know what year these bands that I shot, at least know that. I mean, I've lived this book for 4 years, but I still gotta, like, you know, I gotta go through it one day and just, well, I'll tell the story, and if maybe I find it, or you have to wait for the book to see it, but it was, I did a shoot for Danzig for the cover.
Yeah.
Not the cover, but the inner, like you pull it open and it's like got the two, you know, the two sides on it, the gate, kind of a gatefold. And because the cover was the illustration of the skull.
Yeah, I recall that.
And so they just needed some new publicity photos and photos to be used in the packaging and whatnot. So they came to my studio, and they were, you know, pretty much just kind of, you know, I never met them before, and you know, they were just kind of not that the friendliest. They were just quiet. I'm not going to say they're not friendly. They were just quiet. And then I just said, all right, let me just, you know, no small talk. Let's just get right to work. And there they go. You know, they were, you know, I was kind of positioning them, you know, okay, over here and there. And I brought Glenn a little further, you know, because he's a little smaller. So I have to, the perspective, if I bring someone smaller, you know, it will make him look on the same height as them instead of just putting them all in a row. So, you know, I was working them out, and then I said, okay, just, you know, everything looked good in the photo composition wise. And I said, okay, you know, Glenn, lean to me a little bit, you know, just lean, because, you know, he was like this. And when anyone does that, you know, this thing gets to be a little bit doubled or whatever. So I said, just, you know, lean into me a little bit, you know, lean in, you know, that's what I always used to say, you know, lean, like you can't hear me, like I'm pulling you with a fishing string. I said, like, just hooked you, like, come forward. I was trying every trick in the book, you know, and they were just, all four of them would just stand there, and they were all had like these double chins pretty much, you know. And so, you know, I went to the first guy. I didn't even know their names, you know. So I went to the first guy, and I kind of moved him around a little bit, because I used to do that with all these other bands, you know, Bon Jovi, Ozzy. I would like get in their face and kind of like joke around a little bit. Like sometimes I would tickle them a little, you know, but I would actually move them when they didn't listen, when they didn't get it, you know, like most of them got it, but some really didn't. They didn't understand like what I was, you know, saying, or when I say lean forward, they would go like this, or, you know, but I just needed them to do this. It was real simple, but some people just didn't get it. And those guys didn't get it. So when I started shuffling them around, the first guy, then the second guy, when I got to Glenn said, don't touch me. I'm like, oh, okay. And so then I went to the next person, and, you know, I didn't touch anyone. And I said, all right, that's it. So I went back, took a few more photos, you know, and they ended up using the photo, and they liked the photographs. But then I think like a month later, I said, I talked to the record company. I'm like, how's everyone like the photos? Everything good? He goes, yeah, but, you know, Glenn doesn't really, you know, want to work with you anymore. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you know, I said, did you do anything to piss him off? I said, you know, the only thing I did, and I told him the story, you know, and he's like, oh, you shouldn't have touched him.